Introducing first, joined to the stage by Andy Lee, Tony Mundine, Coda Nasser, and the man, please make welcome Sonny Bill Williams. And his opponent at Turf War Wednesday night, to our left, joined by Danny Green and also Tony Nobbs, Barry Hall. Sonny, I'll start with you. I felt it necessary in the introduction to mention the term a couple of times, no gimmicks needed. And I said that out of complete respect to Barry and yourself, because we've got two world-class athletes with no BS in them, two blokes that are businessmen, two blokes that are fighters and are ready to go to war, but ready to do it as a business. Am I on the money?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Got a lot of respect for Barry. I know he's put himself through the ringer. This prep, I don't know too much about his prep, but I think he knows all about my prep, you know, and I've done the same. So I wish we were fighting tonight, to tell you the truth. But a bit like what Paul Fleming and the bro said a bit earlier, that, you know, I've got no ill feelings towards Barry. I hope he goes home to his beautiful family, his beautiful children, but I want to smash his face, you know. So it's plain and simple, and that's the fight game.
Your preparation has been well documented, mate. Comparatively to previous fights, where do you believe you're at?
Yeah, it's been a tough preparation, but it's been one of growth for myself. I really wanted to put myself out there. I could have stayed home, trained at my gym, which is up the road, and everything's comfortable, my kids around, but I decided to go overseas for 6 weeks, put myself out there. I got a lot of growth going through that. Then I came back here, I had to train by myself for a couple of weeks, but I sparred the best guys that I could find. I sparred guys that are respectively a lot better fighter than what Barry is. So I put myself through the ringer in that sense, and I feel like the growth is going to be there on Wednesday for people to see.
Sonny, some athletes, and it covers all sports, need to make the event personal to reach their best. Some avoid that. Which category do you fall into?
Yeah, I just fell into the. fall in the one that is real on myself.
Yep.
What you see is what you get. I'm not much of a trash talker. I thought I might try and sell the fight, but it's just not me. But what you will get is a guy that's going to go out on the shield, a guy that's testing himself, and yeah, everything that comes with it. But for me, there's no glory without putting yourself out there, and I've definitely done that. I'm looking forward to getting out there and just being in the ring with Barry, because I know we're going to put on a good show. You know what I mean?
Barry, same question to you. Welcome to Sydney, buddy. Are you the type that needs to make it personal to get the best out of yourself?
Oh, look, I don't, but I'm in fight mode, so,
yep.
You know, it's very personal. We're fighting. So, you know, he's trying to provide for his family, and so am I, so it is personal. You know, there's been a few things thrown back and forward, and nothing in a personal nature, but I've heard them, and yeah, it just adds a bit of fuel to the fire. So I've prepared, I'm ready, and yeah, he's mentioned it, we're going to go to war, and that's exactly what's in my mind. I hope he brings nothing less.
Where are you at, buddy, in terms of how you rate your performance, your mindset, your state of being at the moment, you know, 48 hours out?
Look, I'm very calm.
Yep.
I've prepared. There's nothing to be nervous about. I've prepared, and there's nothing else I can do about preparation right now. I've prepared as best as I could. I've had no injuries. I'm feeling great. I'm sparring good. The speed's there. The power's there. It's just a matter of putting on a show now. And I'm just, as Sonny said, I want it to happen now.
Does experience in the ring count, mate? Count against you? The fact that Sonny's had more fights?
Well, it could, but I think with my first fight, the the lessons I learned were invaluable.
Yeah.
I threw myself in the deep end. Sonny just spoke about throwing yourself in the deep end in fight camp. I actually threw myself in the deep end in my first fight, which no one does. I fought a guy who was undefeated with 9-0, and yeah, I had 9 weeks preparation. So, you know, you talk about throwing yourself in the deep end against a pressure fighter, probably one of the hardest situations you can go in. So, and I thought I prevailed despite the decision. So, yeah, absolutely, I'm ready to go.
2 big units ready to go. We'll take questions from the floor at a distance, no doubt, if you've seen them up close. Anyone like to ask Barry and or Sonny anything? We're available for one on...
Sonny, why do you win? Barry, why do you win?
I'm younger, I've got more experience, and I think I'm more hungrier. Plain and simple.
I think my mental capacity, I think I'm tougher, and my boxing ability will shine through.
I should have went on SAS. Show you I was tougher.
Yeah, go for Andy.
It's been a pleasure to train Sonny. For a man who's achieved so much in the sporting world, he's very, very hungry, very, very dedicated, almost obsessive about boxing. So it's been a pleasure to train him. If I showed him something this morning, by the time we met again in the gym, I could see that he'd worked on it, practiced it, and thought about it, and was already improved at doing it. So that told me all I need to know about Sonny, how serious he's about the game. And I'm excited for his fight, and I think you're going to see, like, you might think it's crazy, but my ambition for Sonny over the next 2 years is to build him into a world title contender and eventually fight for the world championship, because that's how good he can be. He has that natural ability, but you combine that with the hunger he has, I think he can go all the way.
Chock, what's got you confident that your good friend, your good mate, and your partner here, Sonny Bill Williams, can do the job?
For me, I think Sonny's like Andy said, he leaves no stone unturned, and when he puts his mind to something that he wants to achieve, you know, 9 times out of 10 he achieves it. And obviously he's done all he can in preparation for this fight. It's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a great night of boxing, and you know, to me, Barry seems as hungry as Sonny. So I think that you know, the best man's going to win on the night, and God willing, it's our team.
Danny, conversely, what's got you confident in Barry?
Oh, look, it's going to be, like I said before, I'm excited because I don't think people are going to realise until they're watching the fight the quality of this bout. Both guys are supreme athletes. I mean, Andy Lee is a phenomenal trainer, and he's been training Sonny for quite a while now. So, you know, we expect an extremely hungry but extremely skillful Sonny Bill Williams. But Barry Hall is a beast. He's a beast of a man, and I don't know who's, like, I'm in Barry's camp, obviously, and I'm confident Barry's going to be victorious. But I do think the fight's going to end in knockout. I don't see this going the points. I don't see these guys punching each other that hard for 24 minutes. If it goes the distance, these guys are going to be busted right up. So I expect a knockout, and I think, you know, I'm in Barry's camp, so I expect it to be Barry Hall. But it could go either way because both boys are very hungry, both can whack, both can take a shot. I just know that when the bell goes, it's going to be a cracker. And me as a boxing purist, I'm very, very excited about this bout. I got Barry beating by KO.
That's not what you told me on social media, bro. You messaged me a couple of weeks ago, bro. Come on, bro. You didn't say that when you messaged me.
What's that?
You didn't say that on social media.
Well, I didn't say it on social media. Well, I just said it now, so it's real media. But look, yeah, but everyone knows these boys couldn't talk bad to each other because they're humble human beings. That's who they are. And, you know, you're not going to get these guys dissing each other, but what you're going to get is you're going to get these guys that are going to try and knock each other unconscious. I don't think people realise what that means. But they've prepared for 6 weeks. They've gone away from their families. They've sacrificed everything. They've gone through immense pain. And they know that their job is to knock the other guy out. It's very intimate. So when the bell goes, he's looking across to Sonny, and Sonny's looking across to him, and he knows that I'm going to knock that guy out. Not many people know what that's like. These boys know what it's like. A lot of fighters in the room, we all know what it's like. It's full on, it's heavy. So, you know, I've got nothing bad to say against anyone, and these boys don't. But you're going to see a knockout.
Any other questions from the floor? Yep.
Yeah, just got a question with both Barry and Sonny. I'll go with you, Barry. On Thursday morning, the whole of Australia and boxing community around the world is going to wake up to the news about this fight. What will the headline read Thursday morning?
The headline will probably read that I've won the fight by knockout and I've shocked everyone. They're a bit better than what he thought.
What he said about me. Yeah, I knocked Barry out. I'm standing there. That type of stuff, yeah, bro.
One-on-one, yep.
Sonny, you've failed to show him up social media posting it out. Mate, your last fight, your warm-up fight, was fairly lackluster. What are you going to bring to this fight that's different to that?
Were you there? Boxing, man. This bloody game's dirty, man. I'm sick of it. I don't know. I think working with Andy, being away from my comfort zone, I feel like a total different fighter. I know people say that a lot, but I've never really put myself total, 24/7 boxing mind to it. So I think that's what you're going to see. And the beauty of this contest, I just want to say a massive shout out to Brother Fleming, Willis Meehan, Bilal Akaway, CJ. These guys are the future of Australian boxing, so for me, it's a great honour to be headlining something to bring these guys through. But what you're going to get on Wednesday night is a great fight. That's what I honestly believe it, because you've got two guys that have left no stone unturned. And like Barry said, we're doing it for something more than ourselves, for our families. And he doesn't want to lose. I don't want to lose, So, my last name's not Gallen. I'm not going to stand up and say, you're 2 minutes this, noodles that, But what I am going to say is it's going to be a great fight.
Two gentlemen, two beasts. I cannot wait. To our family of sponsors, thank you very much. Once again, it wouldn't be possible without you. Tickets to the event are still available to purchase on stand for those that aren't able to get to the event wherever you may be watching. Stan Event is where you can watch the entire show in a very different manner to anything you have ever seen before. Danny Green, Anthony Mundine together for the first time. If we're being honest, it could be bloody anything. One-on-one interviews are available, guys and girls. Please see Leon and Britt. The weigh-in, once again, it is here tomorrow in the forecourt at midday. Everyone is welcome. We would love to see your smiling faces. That's when the media accreditation and the boxer accreditation will be handed out. On behalf of Stan, on behalf of our two promoters, have a wonderful afternoon. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the weigh-in and then for Turf War, 6 p.m. sharp on Wednesday here at the ICC. It's been a pleasure.